Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Mish, and today I'm gonna share a little autofocus trick I use with my Panasonic LUMIX S5IIX. First off, let me say that autofocus system on this camera is very capable. I rely on it most of the time. But there are situations where you need to override autofocus or any automatic function really, and take manual control. That's what I'm gonna show you in this video, along with a few real-world examples of when this can be super helpful. Step 1. Enable AF+MF override. To set this up, go to the menu, scroll down to the wrench menu and find the AF section. In there, look for AF+MF and switch it to on. This feature allows you to override autofocus by using your lens's manual focus ring. So, if you ever need to make slight adjustments to the focus, you just turn the focus ring. However, autofocus doesn't turn off completely. After a short while, the camera will reactivate it. Still, this is an important feature to have for those moments when autofocus decides to focus on the wrong thing. Step 2. Assigning focus lock. The next step is back in the wrench menu, scroll down to Operation, then Function button Set, Rec Mode. Find the AF On button and assign it to AF Lock. Now, this button essentially poses autofocus on the camera. However, thanks to the AF+MF setting we enabled earlier, you can still adjust the focus manually using the lens's focus ring. In essence, this button now acts as an AF+MF toggle. You can assign this function to any button, but I personally think that AF On button is the best choice. It's the softest button on the camera. Most of the other buttons are much clickier and have more travel. If you press those during recording, you might accidentally jolt the camera and ruin your shot. Now let me show you a couple of examples where this trick comes in handy. Imagine you're doing a panning shot with some objects in the foreground, but you want to keep the focus on the subject in the distance. Autofocus is great, but even with settings like AF sensitivity or AF responsiveness dialed in, it can get distracted and lock onto foreground objects. This can ruin your shot, forcing you to start over or worse, dive into the menu and adjust sensitivity or other settings. Personally, I think there is nothing worse than fiddling with the menus mid-shoot. So here's my solution. Start your shot with autofocus active. Begin your movement and gently tap the AF On button to lock the focus. The focus won't change anymore, so even if objects pass in front of your subject, your shot stays clean. Another scenario is a following shot where your subject is walking and obstacles like columns or trees or other people come between the camera and the subject. In this case, every time an obstacle is about to appear, I quickly toggle AF+MF, the autofocus pauses, keeping the focus on my subject. And when the subject reappears, I push the button again to resume autofocus. It's seamless and it keeps everything looking sharp. That's all for today. Hope this was helpful. Please like and subscribe. There's more LUMIX content on the way. Thanks for watching.